No, it's not a Benz, it's a starship. But to leave a dent in the galaxy, echo through the hills and the valleys, I'll forever walk with heat. Style is so current till it's shocking. Been around the end so you can't miss me. No, you're not to guess who the Don is. Have to make a mark in deep, 'cause talk is
turn it up.
hold up. Me don't tell them I'm no long talk. Hold up. Me don't tell them I no long talk. Yeah. So we do it, you know. Action over words, you understand? Place and lift up like Barkley when the young gargan walking. Nah, miss me aim for the target. Problems, no, you don't want it. Make money, make moves, left carnage. Without a warning, still outperforming. Action, me I deal with charging. Me don't tell them I no long talking. Style is so current till it's shocking. Been around the end so you can't miss me. No, you're not to guess who the Don is. Have to make a mark in deep, 'cause talk it. Me don't tell them I no long talking. Me don't tell them I no long talking. Me don't tell them I no long talking. Hold up. Me don't tell them I no long talk. Hold up. Me don't tell them I no long talk. It's a starship.
Wherever we go, we'll always know. From the highest mountain to the bottom.
Alrighty. Welcome everyone. My name is Thomas. I'm gonna be your commentator of tonight. I am accompanied by Mr. Stinky in the comms box. Welcome, Stinky.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
I'm doing pretty alright myself. How are you, Stinky?
Doing good. Excited for this qualifying. We have 2 of them for today, so
Yeah, this is gonna be full qualifying 1 indeed, with quite a few people in the lobby. We've got 18 people from 18 different leagues and, well, racing teams. We actually have 1 racing team and the rest are leagues. So I'm really looking forward to all the guys putting a good performance on stream. You know, I've got a few favorites. We've got Wellsjack racing for Ground Effect. We have got Anders, who's racing for a Delta Zero Production, of course, one of your drivers.
yes.
Is he
we
one
have
to look at, or not really? Is he one?
Yeah, he's pretty solid driver. He tends to finish high up there in the polls in our league, so expect him to be somewhat high here. Maybe not the fastest, but
Yeah, for everyone who doesn't know what the actual system is, so right now we've got full qualifying 1, which consists of 18 drivers from 18 different leagues. They will put a time on the table. Then later, after this qualifying session, we will have full qualifying 2, where 18 other drivers of these 18 leagues will put another performance on the table. Their times will be put into a list, and based on that list, we will be putting the teams in pools. Those pool races will be next week with a short qualifying and a 35% race for Pool 4 and Pool 3, which is going to be the 2 slowest pools. And then the week after, on the 29th of March, we will be having another short qualifying and a 35% race for the 2 other pools, which is going to be Pool 2 and Pool 1. Just on board with Alex here. Alex, who is, I'm pretty sure he is from Xbox Pro Gamers, but I could be wrong. Definitely one to look at because he's one of the faster guys here in this event. I'm pretty sure he's put a 125 point something on the board in time trial. But of course, time trial doesn't mean anything. It's all about the 1 lap pace in a qualifying session, which is quite different from a time trials environment, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, quite a few familiar faces already. Sheepy Kev, he's done last season. Morgan Edwards, he's done last season. One of my drivers, which is going to be Super Max. Super Max, he's a Lambo owner, one of the co-owners of King of Leagues, and he's my second right hand. How do you say that? I don't know. He's my right hand.
right-hand man, I think.
Yeah, that's that's the one. That's the one. Edwards is on a fast lap already, coming through DS's at the moment. DS is here in Japan, one of the most difficult sectors in Suzuka, as of course Japan, a beautiful circuit. What's your opinion about Suzuka, Stinky?
I really like it. I'm very slow here, but I actually really enjoy it. It's really long, but I think you can fight through a few of the corners. It is a difficult track to pass on though, so it can be. But so you'll mostly see most of these drivers just passing through the front straight because of the single DRS zone. Once you pass them, it's not too hard. You go through the S's and you should be able to get separate yourself from them.
Yes, of course. And where do you think the guys will be able to get a lot of time in their qualifying time? Like, where will they separate themselves from the other drivers? Will it be in Sector 1, Sector 2, Sector 3, like a certain corner? Or where do you think that is going to happen?
Mostly Sector 1 through the S's. I think the S's, you can gain or lose and gain a lot of time through this, just that single sector. So
our first driver is just going to come across the line. 126.9 is going to be the first lap of tonight. My apologies.
So he sets the standard. There's a hairpin. You have that heavy braking zone, so you can gain a lot of time there by trying to go brake a little later. But I think that's the main one. The S's. He's on an in lap, so it's okay. But he is getting slowed down there.
Now, Morgan Edwards is still the first driver in P1. Super Max is on a fast lap, one of my drivers for the community team. I I'm not putting my
Nice.
hopes too high. I'm pretty sure Supermax cannot compete with the rest of the guys here. But it's participating that counts. Is what I'm always thinking. But maybe he can put something on the table. It's his favorite track too. So maybe he's done some extra practice. I know he told me that he did some practice before this race. So I'm hoping he could be somewhere around top 15.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what to expect from Supermax.
There, that's not too bad. A thing to keep in mind is none of these drivers can compete again. So, whatever driver they brought in to do these, they won't be able to drive again. So that's a thing. I think some of these leagues will have to keep in mind. It's like, when do you choose to have like a faster driver drive, and when do you have one of your slightly slower driver? You know, your. So I think that's what we want to know is which drivers showed up. Are they sending their best today, or is it going to be when they are racing next weekend, or I guess the weekend after that too?
Yeah, 100%. And I think one of the drivers has crashed out in Sector 3. Entering Sector 3, we've got one retirement from the session already. That is going to be thick. And
Jack
Jack
goes
just come
fastest.
across the line. A 126.7. Pretty good lap, if I'm being honest.
There we go. That's
Yeah.
a very good lap.
The tone has been set already, is what I usually say in the comms box.
Yeah.
I'm just on board with RLE. I don't know how to pronounce it. RLE is the one I'm going to use. RLE did invalidate his lap, so he won't be able to improve anymore. Bran might be. He's right behind RLE, so maybe RLE needs to watch out. And I do have to mention once again that... Oh, wait. Oh, no. They can hear me still. Okay. That when you impede a certain lap, a certain driver's lap, you are gonna get penalized. You don't even know what's coming at you. So please don't impede anyone's lap, because it's only gonna be putting you in a lower division, in a lower pool, and that's of course what you don't want. And there's a lot of traffic here in Sector 3,
Yeah, there is.
entering Sector 3. Brand coming around turn 15, and he's got that black car right in front of him, his Lambo owner, coming through that chicane real quick, and he's got enough room to make his qualifying lap count. Here comes Bran. Will it be a pole time? It won't be a pole time. It will be P8 for Mr. Bran, as he just came across the line. Claude Brochet is also on a fast lap, just entering Sector 1. And I do want to mention a couple of these guys' liveries are just looking absolutely phenomenal. Look at the livery from Claude Brochet. It's just perfection. It's just perfection.
So we actually had Tig retire out of the session.
Correct? Did he say why,
No.
or is it just because he crashed?
No, I don't. It doesn't. It looked like he was just. It didn't look like he crashed. It looked like he just retired, like manual retire.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Maybe BP wants to be in a lower pool. That could be the thing. You know, the guys, you know, they just. The thing is here is that pool game is quite a big thing, because the guys who qualify in the top pool, so the guys who are now in the top, 5 or 4, they will probably go to pool 1, and pool 1 is where you want to be as one of the fastest leagues. There's the biggest prizes, there's the biggest races, the biggest. It's just the thing you want to look at if you're one of the faster guys, one of the faster leagues, and you want to compete with the best drivers. But there's also leagues who just want to battle for that, that prize in pool 4 or pool 3, and then of course you're gonna be having a bad qualifying, but you will be able to compete with a couple of guys in that pool 4 or pool 3. But most likely the guys who are already retiring here in this qualifying session probably are telling us that they already want to be in pool 4, because otherwise you won't retire on track, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So just to remind everybody, we are doing a full qualifying, so the top 15 will get through to the next stage. So you can see there Alex opting out of not gonna do another lap, feels that's safe enough to make it through. So you probably won't see most of these drivers go out again. You'll maybe see, obviously, you have Zeke hasn't done one yet. So they might do. Yeah, I see even there. Morgan already retires out.
Yeah, Zach Seek, one of the
So-
drivers for All Elite Racing. All Elite Racing has not been here last season, last edition, or the edition before, but they're holding up strong. I think they're gonna do really well here in this edition. I think they might be getting into Pool 3, maybe even Pool 2, but it's just a very strong grid. We've got teams like FOR, who are putting drivers like Morgan Edwards in the session. Wells Jack, of course, mentioned already before for Groundout Racing. We've got Alex Racing for GPX, which is Xbox Pro Gamers. Then we've got Anders, of course, for Delta Racing, Delta Zero Productions. Yuri for DER, which is quite of a surprise. Actually, I didn't think DER would have put themselves that high up the list. Kurz, I'm kind of thinking about who he is racing for. I'm pretty sure he races for Syndicate, but I could be wrong. Sen Newman for Overtake Racing League. Jason for, let me have a quick think. I think he's racing for Torque Titans Racing League, but I could be wrong. I'm just gonna go over through the whole list, just so the guys know what leagues and what teams are racing. We've got Nomex represented by this name. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Riz. I'll call him Riz. Brian, of course, for Formula Racing League. We've got Sheepycat for Formula 1 Racing League. Super Max for my team, which is going to be the community team. Devil Rejected for MSC. RLE for... Oh man, my head is going to blow up. I have no idea who RLE races for. Zach Seek is for All Elite Racing. Thick for BP. And then we've got Matigier for probably Camus PMO. Camus PMO is a Polish league, and I didn't think that the Polish were gonna... Yeah, it's something that I haven't done yet. Usually... Oh yeah, and we've got also a French league. So it's two leagues which have different nationalities, is not the right word, but languages than the ones that are all on this list. So everyone is actually English, language based, but we've got two leagues, which is Camus PMO and of course Fraternity, which is a French league.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and
So
the funny
we do
thing
have Relics doing, about to get to the end here. Gonna put in a time.
let me put the lap time up real quick as he comes around the last corner. Has a little bit of a snap there.
Ooh,
And will it be a good time for RLE? It will be a top 10, so not bad, not bad.
Top
I'm
10.
not sure how many more minutes there is in this qualifying session. Wellsjack does retire from the session, as it is only 5 more minutes in this qualifying session. Let me go back to Matigier
yeah,
here.
I don't see too many of the drivers coming back out. Maybe up to 12th, or I could see going back for another run, but with only needing to be in the top 15, there's not really, it's not too important for any of these drivers to go out again.
No, true. You just need to be
Like,
beating
yeah.
3 drivers and that's it.
Yeah. This first one is definitely just a warm up. I think Quali 2 we'll see a lot more. Maybe
And a new pole
two laps.
time,
Oh,
a 126.6
there we
for
go.
Matigier. Crazy time from the PMO Camus driver. And I didn't expect him to be so up, so high, if I'm being honest.
yeah, we also had that other driver jump up.
I think it was Zach Zeke, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, Zach Zeke gets into 9th. So right there we can see Supermax now is in the danger zone, and Devil Reject.
Devil Reject, the driver for MSC F1, and they've let me know that they think they were gonna get very high into the pools. And if I'm being honest, looking at this, it's not looking great for MSC F1, but they might show us something in full qualifying too. You never know.
Maybe. I mean, they got to get there now. They did invalidate their last lap, so I don't know if they're going to try to pit in and do a quick out lap. But we have here Supermax doing green, so it's 15.
Yeah, you were gone again for a second, buddy. My apologies. It's just my fucked up headset. I don't know what to do about it. It's just I'm running too many audio
many
just
things.
tripping balls. I
Yeah.
know, Mr. Insomniac. I know. It's just I don't know. It's my audio interface which can't handle my laptop or the other way around. I don't know. Sorry, guys. My apologies. It's only 1 minute in like a whole stream. So it's also
Yeah.
because I'm running Discord, I'm running Remote Play, I'm running OBS, I'm running the Podium app, which of course, guys, it's the new sponsor of King of League. So make sure to check them out in the Discord. I'm pretty sure Mr. Stinky will be able to give some more information about that, about the app, the website, all the kind of stuff. So Stinky, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just an app that we have been creating for about 2 years now. It's to help improve drivers. So there's stuff for just drivers, there's things for engineers, and there will also be stuff for racing, so managing of leagues as well. So there's a lot of it is still coming soon, but we do have parts that are already active. So if you sign up for the beta, you can try a few of the different stuff. We have a Motec logger, so it will record your session so you can look back at it later. We have the race director, which allows you to record a race so you can look back at it with a virtual screen. And we have a broadcast overlay, which is still work in progress. We mostly just use it for our league. It's like designed for it. It's not customizable yet, but it will be. And we'll just keep, we have a setup archiver that's being created. It's almost finished, so it'll be done by the time the beta is launched, which will allow you to run a lap. It'll save your settings, so if you want to look back at it later or you want to just look at somebody else's, you can find it in that archiver.
Yeah, and we're very proud here in King of Leagues for them being sponsor of King of Leagues in general, because they've helped me so much already. Because here in King of Leagues, I mean, obviously there's going to be people who are going to be crashing into each other, maybe impeding a lap, and Podium really gives us the opportunity to have a 3D look on the whole track. I might be able to show you guys that later during the break or something like that. But what they basically do is they record and see where all the cars are at the track. And then you are able to go onto Podium. It recorded everything, and then it will show you on a 3D map where those cars were during that whole session. And you will just be able to see who turned to the left, who turned to the right, whose fault is this. And it's just really great for King of Leagues and just leagues in general who want to use this. So make sure to sign up already for the beta. The beta is going live on the 1st of April, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, 1st of April is when the beta will be live. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are taking applications now, but we'll start accepting people on the 1st.
Yeah, and if I'm not
Like
mistaken,
giving
there's
them
only
access.
going to be 50 people who are going to be allowed to use it during the beta, because you don't want an immense crowd to join the website and then maybe notice there's not enough people who can handle it. So make sure to sign up now. It's really important that you're already in the beta, because it's a very good app. It's just, I really recommend it. And with that being said, I think Q1 is done. Thick did not put a qualifying session. Devil and Supermax are going to be out of the qualifying. And then we've got, of course, the top 15 who are still going to be there. There's a couple of guys who still want to go out for an out lap or a fast lap. Not sure what's that for, because they qualified in Q2 anyway. But, I mean, if they prefer to do it that way...
A little bit of warming up, I guess.
Yeah, a bit of warming up. And I'm really surprised with that Camus BMO driver. He's just blown me out of my socks. It's just a 126.6. Crazy. I did not expect him to be that fast, and I did not expect to beat them
nice.
in general that fast. It's just, I'm totally blown out of my socks. All right, here we've got the results of this session. We've got Matiji in P1. He has put a 126.6. Further, we've got Welshek and Morgan Edwards in the top 3. And we got Alex, Bran, Kurs, RLE, Anders, Yuri, Sen Newman in the top 10. And then we've got Zekziek, Jason, Riz, Shipikev, Claude, and then our drivers who have not made it into the top 15, who are going to get dropped out. Supermax in P16, Devil Rejected in P17, and Dick in P18. Apparently someone needs a new invite, so I'm just going to send that when the lobby is ready.
Yeah, because you can't do it right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm excited. Hopefully that driver will be able to get into their seat. I know sometimes you can get glitches, so I hope all of the drivers, the 15 drivers, do another lap, because I think this one will be more important than the last one, obviously. You will want to get a good lap in. I think if you can get it in early, it helps a lot to get yourself into the Q3, which will be the top 10. So 5 drivers will be eliminated here.
True. I'm just going to send out that invite to Yuri again. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to join though, but let me fix that real quick, guys. It'll be a little bit of a break. 2 minutes, 1 minute. I don't know how long that takes. I just have to find him, and I'm not sure if I can actually find him. Hold up. Let me have a quick look. It's just so many people, mate. It's just so many people.
There's a lot.
I can't seem to find him here. Yuri, can you have anyone else send you an invite? Because I can't seem to find you in my friends list. Oh, wait, I know who can send you an invite. Can you send a message to Lambo owner, Yuri, please? He will be able to help you out. He's one of the co-owners of King of League, so make sure to just send him in a little message. I'll also send him a message.
I don't get why the lap data screen disappears every time a new session opens.
Which one?
On their spectating thing, the lap data, it's like one of the options, you can turn it on.
Oh,
but that disappears every session. So it'll be gone next time.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's really weird.
All right, guys, so we're currently in Q2. As we said before, there's 3 drivers who did not make it into Q2. And now there's going to be 5 people who are going to be dropping out of Q2, like Stinky mentioned, of course. Who's your favorite for P1 here in Q2?
To get it without bias?
Yeah, without bias.
Because, my answer would be Anders, but I think Morgan was solid. That initial, really good pace time didn't really do another lap because it was so good. I think that's a driver that could top the chart early and then maybe even hold it.
Correct.
Morgan Edwards, I think.
Correct. We're currently on board with Alex, who is coming around the last corner. So let's take a quick look. Oh, and he loses it. Alex might have lost a bit of time coming around the last corner there. Lost his car, but got back up on track. And here he comes. Let's do a little bit of an analysis on Suzuka, for the guys who don't know what the track looks like. Turn 1 and turn 2. It's quite of a slow corner. Into your right, a lot of curb on the exit. Into turn 4, left-hander. And we've got turn 5, a right-hander. And turn 6, a left-hander. We've got a fast right-hander, which is going to be turn 7. Then we've got turn 8, which is going to be a long left-hander. Usually a lot of guys tend to lose their car coming through this part of the track. And we've got turn 9 and 10. Watch out for the curb on the exit when you come through this part of the track. And he goes a little bit too much onto the curb. Might have lost a little bit of time there. Almost invalidates coming through turn 10. And we've got turn 11 and 12. 12, a little bit of a U-turn. Here he comes into second. And then he goes back through third to avoid getting spun out because he goes too fast onto the throttle. Into turn 12. And then we've got turn 13 and 14. He's got a car right in front of him. He needs to make room, and he does indeed make room. Beautifully done from that white car, or that yellow car down the inside. Into turn 13 and 14. A long left-hander. Wants to take as much curb on the exit as possible. Here they come down the straight into turn 15. A fast left-hander. And you really want to try and take the curb as much as possible on the exit, because that's when you're going to be shot off the curb a little bit. And then we're going into the chicane, the last part of the track. Takes a lot of curb down the inside, takes a lot of curb on the other inside, and then we've got that last right bend. And is this going to be a good time for Alex coming across the line? Is this going to be a P2? A 127.9. Curse, who has just put himself on pole for now. But there's still many people who are possibly going to put themselves on a provisional pole.
So Zach Zeke just retires out. I don't know what that one was about. And Morgan actually goes fastest with the 27.079. I don't think that's fast. Is that fast enough, you think, to get through?
Nah, I don't think so. A 126 was... A lot of people had 126, 127 last
Well, they had
qualifying,
127s. Majority of them had 127s, but that
maybe
could be enough.
a low 127 should be enough, but definitely RLE Curse are still in the danger zone. They're still in the danger zone. Maybe this is just a warm-up lap because there's a lot of time still in this qualifying session. So maybe they just want to do one lap around the track. Maybe a couple of them are running mediums. Could that be possible? No, dude, this is not possible.
I saw one driver out there on mediums, but nobody out there right now is on mediums. They're all softs.
Fair enough. So Wells Jack on an out lap in P10. And he's definitely the one to look at. In my opinion,
We
think
have Jason here on a hot lap.
Oh, here he comes through turn 15. A lot of curb down the inside. Takes a tight line coming out of there. And here he comes through the chicane. Takes a lot of curb down the inside. Beautifully done by Jason. It will be a 127. But will it be enough? It will be a 127.9 to put himself in P5.
Just barely.
Very
Barely
close
gets into the
times
127s. You definitely have to be in the 127s to get through, I feel like. But it's really where in the 127s.
there. Yeah, Shipikev, who is in P7. Claude, who is in P8. Currently still with 128s. I don't think they'll make it. Because there's actually a part, compared to the last lobby where there was only 3 people who were dropping out. Now there's 5 people, so you need to actually beat 5 other people in order to get into that Q3 position. So it's really close.
Exactly.
Yuri is one of the guys who I think is gonna get into the top 5, if not top 3, and he's just gone onto a lap. And he's a racer for Divine Eye Racing. Racing on Tuesdays and Mondays, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're interested in racing for them, make sure to drop Dutski a little message. But of course, we would like our sponsor to get the most members. So you will be able to join the Delta Zero Racing, Delta Zero Productions through our Discord channel, Discord server. There is a specific channel for there, and their Discord league is in there too, with a little, server invite is what I should call it. So yeah, they're really well organized. They're really great. We've got one of the owners here with us in the comms box. And we might want to go on board with Anders. He's on an outlap, still in Sector 2 though. So let's go to
we have
again.
Jack though. I think that's the driver we want to follow right now. He is on his lap right now. And there's a driver right behind him that Yuri, I think, is on a hot lap too.
Yeah, he's right in front of him, coming through Sector 2 into Sector 3 at the moment. Oh, there's a yellow flag. That is going to be a white car into turn 15. Is that going to be an impede? I'm not sure. That might have been an impede, if I'm being honest.
It's hard to tell. So Yuri comes across P2.
Not bad at all. 126.8. That will definitely put him in Q3. And Wells Jack puts
Jack goes
himself on
fastest.
pole. A 126.4. Great lap by the GRL driver. And I think he's definitely put in some practice because GRL, this is quite of a funny story. They decided to take part in Edition 2. This is Edition 4, by the way. So they decided to take part in Edition 2. And there they got P2 in their pool. They got beaten by Aeon, who actually had a very strong lineup. And then they wanted to take revenge for their P2 in Edition 2, in Edition 3. And they got another P2. They got beaten by FOR, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe third, how do you say that? Third time,
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. That's the one. So maybe Welsjack really want to put themselves in pool 1, and I think he's actually doing a great job doing that at the moment. A 126.4, not a bad lap at all. The guys were saying, 125s, but that's in TT. Qualifying is way slower, and we're only in Q2, so Q3 still has to come. And I'm really looking forward about what the guys are going to be able to put on the table. Anders is on the fast lap. What's up?
Brand, did you not see that? Oh,
Nope.
you weren't on him.
Nope.
Almost ran into him. He's
Ooh.
about to cross the line right now.
P4
Goes
still.
P4. And then that's the... I think that was the car that almost... So Anders here, coming across. One of the two last drivers to put in a time. The other one, Zach Zeke, I don't know what happened to him, but he
The
didn't
people
do a
in the
lot.
chat are telling me that he actually crashed, like a minor crash, and his wheel came off. So it was not a retirement, but it was a crash, unfortunately. So
I see.
yeah, they will be in P15, I'm afraid.
That is unfortunate. All right.
But
So it looks like-
the positive thing is they will be using their Q1 time, because they didn't set a Q2 time. So that means that their Q1 time will be recorded. So they still have a chance of a good result. Because we cannot we base it off the times,
Zach
right?
Zeke?
Yeah, Zach Zeke. So we base it off the times. So because Zach Zeke didn't put a time in Q2, he's gonna get his Q1 time recorded in the list, because otherwise we just have to put him all the way at the bottom, and that's not something we do because he's already completed Q1,
Well, yeah, he would get place 15, wouldn't he?
No, because
That's
we
how they
base
do
it
it
off
in
time, because
F1.
we cannot place him P15 because the other qualifying session is to be mixed with Q1. So if we put him P15 in here,
Oh, I see what you're meaning.
yeah.
Yeah, it's total. You're talking about total.
Yeah,
I
total.
thought you were talking about this
No,
event.
no. This is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
both qualifyings will be mixed. So it doesn't matter whether you get pole time here in Q3 if you put yourself on the pole, but every driver from qualifying 2 is faster, you will still be put 18th or 19th actually. So it's just based on your time that you set, your final time that you've set. So for this, I mean, let's say the qualifying is over here. Welsjack would be on that list with a 126.4.
Yeah.
Currently on board with Alex. I'm not sure if he's on a fast lap. I don't think so. Because he's just entered Sector 3. Well, he's going to enter Sector 3 in about a couple of seconds, but he's really slowing down. Now let's go on board with someone else. Maybe someone at the back of the grid. Claude Brochet is going to go on a fast lap. I think he saved a lot of ERS as he's coming through Sector 1 at the moment. Let's go on board with the French driver as Claude racing for Fraternity Racing. As that's one of the league I was talking about that is not using the English language. They're a French league. So up the French, there we go. I'm also speaking a little bit of French. I don't know if you guys knew. Bonjour, je m'appelle Thomas. Voilà, that's it. That's it. That's all the French I'm going to speak today.
Yeah, so Claude's trying to avoid elimination here. Is in P13 at the moment.
I think he's running
Does
no
he go
ABS
further in
because he shot a little bit through turn 12, if I'm not mistaken. Turn 11 might have been turn 11. And the guys who are not using any ABS, when they go a little bit too aggressive on the brakes and they go off those brakes again too aggressively, they're just gonna shot through. It's called a lockup. So that's really annoying for the guys who are running no ABS here around Suzuka, because it's a track with a lot of braking zones. A lot of fast zones too, but as you can see, turn 12, you've got that U-turn, which is really dangerous for guys who are running no ABS. So that's really something you have to look at when using no ABS. And yeah, it's just a thing you have to keep in mind when you're doing these events. Are you going to run no ABS? Are you going to run ABS? Paul just came across the line to put a 128.0. It will not be enough for
Not
Q3, I'm
enough.
afraid. And he won't be able to
And
go for
Morgan's
another
coming
lap.
across the line now. and gets into P3. So just now safe, gets a 126.601.
Let's go on board to one of the guys here at the back of the grid is Shipikev. He's just finished off his lap, so he won't be able to do another one. Claude will neither. And what is RS doing? I think he just wants to be in pool 2 or something like that. Pool 3 or pool 4, because he has not come out on track. He might have... Did he need an invite? I'm not sure. Did he need an invite? I don't think he did he?
I'm not sure. I don't see anything about it, so... But we have, let's look at the times. Nobody's improving it. Oh, no. Newman?
Oh! Look at Matije. Only put himself in P10 and he thinks he's going to be safe. Sen Newman still is on a fast lap. Oh, but... oh, wait.
Wait, is that an error?
I think it is. It says a 126.5.
Wait, did he retire? Did he crash out?
I'm not sure.
I think he crashed out.
That's chaos. That is...
No, that's a crash. He crashed because he is still... terminal damage. He took terminal damage there.
Okay, so his time will still count, right? He will still go to Q3.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. But he won't be competing in it. That's his time right there. 126.524 is his fastest time.
But he will still be
Unless
able to
he
compete
did a faster one in the other one.
Oh, and Sen Newman
he
just
won't-
came across the line to put a 127.4. And Anders is in a
Get
dangerous
into
position.
the next one. No. When you get terminal damage in qualifying, you won't be able to compete in the next.
I think you are.
Qualifying.
Are you sure?
No, you can't. It doesn't. No. You got to. It doesn't. It doesn't let you race in the next one.
Oh, interesting.
So that is his time. Yeah.
I mean, a 126.5 is still great, though.
126.5. It's not bad.
It's not bad. You see that the pole time is a 126.4 in Q2, so he's in P2
Yep.
provisionally, you know?
Yeah,
So I think the qualifying has been done for. Brand is still in the fast lap, up by 2/10. Will that be a top 5 position? It will indeed be. Maybe he could get some extra time off in Sector 3. Here he comes across the line, puts himself in P5. Not a bad result at all.
G5. There we go.
Let's go on board with Claude. He is going to come across the line to finish off this race. This qualifying. He won't be able to go into Q3, I'm afraid. And we've got five drivers dropping out. It's Nomex with RS. We've got Shipikev for Formula 1 Racing. We've got Claude for Fraternity. Jason for Torque Titans Racing League. We've got Matije for Camus PMO. And of course, Zach Zeek, who crashed out. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to, to put a time in. But we will record his Q one time. Same for RS. And our pole time goes to Welsjack, the GRL driver, who's put a 126.4. And we've got Morgan Edwards putting a 126.6. I'm just going to take a very quick break. So, Stinky, if you can entertain with the people, that would be very friendly of you. I'm just going to go to a certain name who is on an outlap, and you might be able to talk about him. But we're heading into Q3.
Not a problem.
So, Stinky will keep you guys entertained. And I'm just
I looked at the race director, and he did take terminal damage, so he won't be able to run any laps in Q3, as you can see.
That's unfortunate.
But I think it was a decent time. It is unfortunate. It is a decent time. Hopefully, it's enough to get his team into tier 1 or whatever the top.
Pool 1. Yeah, pool 1.
Pole 1.
Yeah.
Pool 1. But we'll see. That does change a lot, right? Because they did expect to do well, so.
And there's one driver coming out. I think that is a green car, being Morgan Edwards. So we will focus on Morgan, and I will just take a quick break.
All right. Why do I not see that car out there? Oh, there he is. So we have Morgan Edwards out there. All right, so this is the final qualifying. This is one of 2 qualifying sessions that'll happen today. It is actually just best time. So any time you've posted in Q1 to Q2 and Q3 will be your times. But as expected, the evolution of the track should improve as you go through the qualifying, and this should be the fastest times you can put out. So we're expecting a 126, maybe 4 is what we saw in Q2. So I would expect maybe a 126.2, maybe 0.1 as our qualifying time here. We can see here Morgan and I believe Newman together. I wonder if they're going to gap this a little bit more. If not, Edwards is going to have a good tow through the last sector if he's able to stay with them, which should give him a little bit of an advantage coming into the last sector. The first sector will be a little bit harder to follow because of it, but if he can keep close enough, he'll benefit later in sector 3.
The guys in the chat are saying something about the green car that Morgan is running. Does that remind you of a
Yes.
certain social media?
A little bit.
Yeah, it looks like
The
WhatsApp.
Mercedes AMG WhatsApp. Yeah.
That's quite a good one.
Not bad. I mean, that's kind of where everything is right now. You got the Cash App Red Bull. I mean, RB.
True. What's your opinion on that team? I think it's a bit of a
It shouldn't exist.
sponsor bomb, you know?
Not even a sponsor bomb. It's owned by a team. It's an unfair advantage for Red Bull to have 2 teams.
You think so? I mean-
In the salary cap age, yes, it is. I don't think it was as big of a. It was still existed a little bit when there was no cap, but I think it's more noticeable now that there is a cap.
Yeah.
The advantage that they get, because technically they get more wind tunnel time because they have shared information between teams. They probably say they don't share it, but I don't agree with
We all
that.
know Red Bull. We all know Red
I
Bull.
don't agree with that. Morgan goes fastest, 126.507. No data show. No data showing.
I think
does that mean?
I think the lap on the lap time on the right top. I'm not sure if that's what it means.
Yeah, the thing I was talking about. It's always
Vento
gone.
Di Marco? Is that how I should pronounce it? Wait, yo, that came out very smooth. Quilvento
That
Di
was.
Marco. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna become, I don't know if it's Spanish, but I'm gonna become a real Spanish speaking native. Haha. Oh, it's actually correct. There we go. There we go. Anders, one of your drivers on a fast lap, currently coming into sector 2, fast right-hander. We've got turn 9, doesn't want to go too much onto the curb, goes a little bit too much onto the curb, but I think right enough, right in excellence into turn 12, 11 actually. And he's also one of the guys, I'm not sure if you know, but who's running no ABS. You can actually tell.
Yeah, he definitely runs no ABS.
Okay.
He's a fast driver. I think all these drivers are going to be pushing to the edge. So if we see a few drivers invalidate, I wouldn't be surprised, because now they're really just trying to put a really fast time in.
You know
doesn't
what also
matter.
the positive thing is about that? You know, if you don't put a time in at all, your queue time will count anyway. So if you put a 126, I think you can be happy with you not putting a good qualifying time in Q3 anyway. You just need to make sure that you don't put a time in at all then.
Yeah. But here he comes. 126.8. So he did have a little bit extra speed there that he wasn't showing earlier. But we have Jack. So Wells Jack is going really fast.
Ooh, that was really
That's
close.
questionable.
Yep, it was. Who was that a
Oh, it
driver
looks like he
for?
compromised his exit there because of it. Still probably a little. It probably didn't lose speed through the straight, but messed up his concentration. Here we go. Coming through the final chicane. the Casio Triangle. I never knew that was its name.
Ooh, he puts himself in P2. I think he definitely
P2.
lost some time with that issue with RLE. I think
Yeah.
he definitely can put himself on pole here today.
Yeah. So 126.5, both those drivers still have to improve because we saw in Q2 that time was a 126.5. Oh, maybe it was low. It was higher, right? It was like 5.4 or something.
Yeah, it could be,
I don't
could
remember
be.
exactly
I don't
the
think
time,
there was a
so
124,
I think they're good.
125, 126.4. I don't think there was.
There was,
Alex.
but it was Edwards, so it's Morgan.
Okay, fair enough.
But Morgan already put another time in, so
Curse coming into the pits very slowly. And Anders in P3. Are you happy with a P3? Do you think that do you think
Yeah.
that'll be enough to get into pool 1?
I think from what I could see here, you're gonna want to try to get a 126.6 to be safe. But I think getting into the 126 is a good sign to maybe get into pool 1. So I am happy with it. With
enough.
that,
Fair enough. Good
I
explanation.
think it's enough. I think he'll go faster. I think there'll be another lap from all of these drivers, which they tend to do. We have Alex there, not even doing a lap. Do you remember what Alex's time was in Q2?
Let me have a quick think. It was definitely either a high 26 or a low 27.
Okay, so
Mr. Mati J in the chat says,
Yeah.
"I am stupid." Mati J, if you have enough channel points, you will be able to put a thingy in. Like it says, you will be able to use the channel points. I think it's 500 channel points, and then it's that Charles Leclerc thing where he did which he did in Baku. That I am stupid, and then
Yeah.
it comes on chat. It's quite funny actually.
I am
funny.
stupid.
Ah, there we go.
I am
There we
There
go.
it is.
Yes. Did it work? Did it work?
it doesn't. I don't hear it.
You didn't hear it? No way. Did it work, guys?
Um,
Let me know. Let me know.
Maybe I
Ah,
can't.
yeah, it
hear
worked.
Yeah,
Okay,
it worked.
there we go. There we go. Because last
I've
time
it muted.
I was streaming for like
Yeah.
just a general stream. I'm also doing open lobbies, but I was streaming, and 3 people had used that whatever it's called, that
Oh,
sound
and it
effects,
didn't go
and
off?
it didn't go off, and I couldn't give their
Oof.
points back because it didn't register, and it was just very unfortunate. Thank you, by the way, guys, everyone who followed the channel already. I'm pretty sure, you guys are here for King of Leagues, but I really appreciate you and everyone liking the live stream. I mean, you can like the live stream, but if you're rewatching the live stream on YouTube, thank you for the follows, thank you for the likes, thank you for the followers on Twitch. I'm trying to push my goal of 600 followers. I think I've got about 530 now. I'm not sure, actually, with all the follows I received
Nice.
today. So, yeah, 530, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, you know.
Getting there. Not
As-
too bad. And here we go. The final push has begun. It looks like we have Bran. So Bran is going to start it off. Let's figure out. And then it is.
Oh, thanks for the subscription,
Yeah.
guys. I really appreciate it. Oh, it seems like I've got another subscription. Oh, wait. I've got... Oh,
Select,
thanks, guys. Ooh, who will get that subscription? I don't know. He gifted one. Thank you, Fraternity. Really appreciate it.
Nice.
Thank you for the follow, guys. Really appreciate it. It's just amazing. We've started this event with 4 teams in Edition 1. Then we pushed to 10 teams in Division... not Division 1, but Edition 1. Then we pushed to
Edition
10
1,
teams in Edition 2. Then we pushed to another 10 teams in Edition 3. And now we're already at 18 teams. And if you can think about it yourself, it's 6 drivers per team. So 6 multiplied by 18 is the amount of drivers that we, as King of Leagues, have to manage, have to remind to sign up, all that kind of stuff. So it's really, it's been a really busy couple of weeks, but I love every single minute of it. I love helping people. I love organizing these kind of events, and hopefully we can have another couple of successful ones.
Yep. And we have here Bran starting their lap. This will be their final lap because they won't be able to do another one.
Oh, he's really pushing. And the problem with Bran is he hasn't put any time yet on the board. So this will be his only lap, or his queue time will count.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know what I'm thinking of? Maybe we should just take the fastest laps from all 3 queues from the drivers. I think that would be most fair to all the guys who have retired and all that kind of stuff. If I'm being honest. I still have to think about how I'm going to do this.
Yeah, you should have all the data recorded in Podium. I could show you where it is later.
Correct.
So it saves the session times for each session.
Correct. Yeah. Oh, it's just such a great app. I got to know it yesterday, and it's crazy. It's crazy. all the things that you will be able to do on that app. Guys, if you haven't signed up yet for the beta, make sure to do so. Bran coming around the last corner right now. And will it be a better time? I think it will be. I think it will be a 126. I think it will be a 126, a 126.5.
126.5.
That's
There we
really good for Bran.
And then Relexo is the next driver coming across. Actually, no, Morgan jumped him when they were outlapping. So Morgan's actually going to be coming across next.
Thank you for the subscription, GGHE1T. Really appreciate it, mate. Now he's using the smooth operator. Did it work?
Morgan improves 126 to 5.3. So that's what we expected. Relexo does 126.611, so improves.
No way! Yuri won't be able to put a qualifying time. The qualifying is over, and Yuri will be in P9, but of course his Q2 time will count. So he's already, you know, invalidated this time and all that kind of stuff. So his Q2 time will count, which is great for the R, because he had... Oh, and Welschek puts himself on pole. Just came across the line. 126.1 for the GRL driver. And he is going to be our provisional pole from the whole event. And hopefully that'll be enough to put themselves in pool 1. But I couldn't think of any other reason that they're not going to make it.
We had Anders doing 126.531 after, and then we had the NRT driver doing a 126.666 right at the end as well.
Those were many sixes.
Some good times.
Send Newman MP7 to ORL, who I did not expect them to be in the top 7, if I'm being honest. Dutski, don't worry, mate. Your Q2 time will count for Yuri. So guys, that is going to be the first edition here of King of Leagues. The first qualifying has finished, and make sure to stick around. We're going to shut down the live stream. But we will be back in about 10 minutes, something like that, and then we will be able to deliver you the the second full qualifying with 18 other drivers of 18 same leagues. So guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye, everybody.